End of the world.
The beginning of you can find it in the notes.
I'm your Virgo host.
I'm a Libra host.
This is not a persona. I'm just a 4.
God of balance, autumn equinox. I am 7.
Bringing heaven and earth to a cosmic platform.
Let's do it. We rolling with it. Today is October 18th. It's a Saturday. Columbus, Ohio for the destination. We back. Season 2.
It's definitely
First
season
season
2.
to change. However we feeling, we just gonna let it go. It is the 2025 year to 9, so we still get into that.
What kind of energy you bringing this season? Would it be in season 2? What differences is you trying to make?
I would say biggest difference is letting be what it is. Like somebody told me, like trying to control balance, can't control it. You kind of gotta let yourself be, like to be in balance with the universe and not necessarily try to control or create your type of balance. Like to let things truly flatline.
Chaos and uncomfortability.
Chaos. Exactly.
It's back in the forge.
So that's my energy. That's
for
big
me,
on my energy.
It's more so like stage 1. We know what it looks like. We know how to farm. We know how to get our XP up. It's just about not cutting corners. Like I don't mind restarting over and over because I'll know what to do anytime. And that's what I'm relying on right now.
For sure. So how we gonna get into this? You gonna take it by the
We got some
reins?
guests today.
We do. Let's keep it simple. We do got some guests. I'm gonna let you take that one away then. Names and all that.
Yeah, step in.
That's cool.
Hey, my name is Burhan. It's an honor to be here on If You Can Find It in the Notes.
We never get this one back for sure.
Man, I'm excited. We got a decent amount to talk about today because it's been so long. But we should keep it simple.
For sure. By the way, you got my bro Kel in the back, offset.
Behind the camera.
Behind the cameras, man. It's Kel here. Finding it in the notes.
Very present.
Very present. Can't get that one back. Definitely like to talk about today. Definitely want to keep it, I'm going to say demure in my own way, but still get into the details and like why we feeling what we feeling and how have we truly been feeling. Because it's been some time since we recorded. It's been some time since we didn't actually got the chance to, even for me and you though, like to even really get back and forth and actually share that kind of relationship with each other, to really tap into those kind of, I say feelings, to be honest.
Nah, for real.
And that's what it been feeling like letting that out, I would say.
I want to start off by asking, because we're all products of our environment, but when do we become responsible of our environment?
I ain't gave a lot of thought, but I think, from my own perspective and interpretation of it, like I think you become responsible when you start to gain influence. I think there's a lot of people in the environment that's necessarily like, I would say we didn't see them, we walk past them, we ride our bikes past them, but like they never had any true influence. That's probably why they kind of still there, and it's probably why they never chose responsibility. So keep it simple and sweet for real. But I would say like you're a product when you either deny responsibility or you fail to distribute or gain influence to the people around you.
I mean, if you don't, you'll never take control of your life. You can't make anything happen for you that you want happen for you.
Where does that question come from? What makes you ask that question?
We've been talking a lot about the survivability, thrivability, and just building your world. And it starts with understanding your environment and what it made you or how it influenced you. And that's why you definitely answered my question by saying when you have an influence, because we're not the product. As long as we're the product, we're following someone else's rules, and we have to be the source and make things come to life and how we see it.
You think it's irresponsible to be the source and not change anything in your environment?
You said, do I think it's
Irresponsible. Yeah.
To
be the source of the influence, like to have the influence and not change anything?
I think a lot of people are irresponsible because they don't realize the impact that they actually do have. They don't understand the domino effects. They think it's just, and that's people's problem when they think they're the center of everything all the time. They don't take a chance to look at those other perspectives and how it does affect other people. There's nothing wrong with being a leader or being a leader of people.
Let's break this thing down. Let's get to let's speak from ourselves. Let's really tap into that. Is there ever been a time where we have had the influence, whether it came from your parents, making sure you get your little brothers and little sisters home safely, whether you on a football team, basketball team, whether you in classroom, you the best student or the teacher looking up to you. Like, let's break it down in my own eyes. But like, when was a time to where you had influence, but I would say like the influence came onto you from a different, I would say, a version of yourself that you not always is. How do you control the responsibility?
I can perfectly answer that. Like, okay, I would say my senior year, I had all my credits. I was already ready to graduate, a couple classes. Work wasn't an issue. But what that made me into was like, I really didn't care about, like, I slept in school. I was everywhere, but it's because I could. But half of the people I was hanging around, like, I'm not saying that they were like struggling, but like they still had stuff that they need to focus on. Like, you can't necessarily do how I'm doing, not what I'm doing, but how I'm doing. And that I got even pulled out of class with the teachers. Like, I know your work is done, but everybody in your circle, their work isn't done. And like me not looking at it like that, like, oh yeah, even if it's just one small suggestion of let's go walk to the little food spot up the street, like, and be a little bit later from lunch, like just small stuff like that was just a irresponsible influence.
I ain't gonna cap. I definitely done seen that. Like,
Definitely did that.
I don't get it sometimes though. Like when they try to make you, I don't know. That's probably why I definitely like couldn't say like somebody could put me in a friend group, because like I was like, you can't necessarily put me in a friend group because like there was never like a group of people that I was like solely responsible for in the public eye. Like you couldn't be like, oh, he hangs with that kind of people, because then I would be. I mean, personally, on my public image, I never felt like I needed to be seen as in a group, but also responsible for people that I knew necessarily wouldn't be responsible for me outside of where people seen us at together. So it was hard to like. You can't hold me to no standard of making sure somebody get their homework done.
Absolutely.
But people try to come to me like I'm necessarily responsible for that, or like, oh, since you the quote unquote, you got the cape on today, why ain't so and so doing this thing? And I'm like, my influence don't work that way.
That's real.
I think in that instant, I think it's more like just like being a leader type stuff. You feel me? Because if you seeing somebody not doing something that you're doing, and that might be somebody that you really cool with, why not saying like, come on, bro, tighten up a little bit. You feel me? Like I think that's what they looking at instant. Like they see you, and like, okay, this guy, he does his work without having me told. He does not really disruptive. You feel me? He's on point, but he's friends with everybody that might be disruptive. That's not on point. You feel me? So it's like, you feel me? Nudge his shoulder a little bit. You feel me? Step up, be a little leader. So you feel me? It's not more just like trying to like be responsible, because you can't never be responsible with the choices that people make, but you can like nudge, like, okay, you feel me, lead the way type stuff. Like, come you feel me, tighten up, you feel me, yeah, you can do whatever you want to do type stuff, but like, yeah, at least do your work, you feel me, like this is more important type, especially if they people that's gonna listen to you.
I think of influence like when it comes to you could say the temptation of spirits, how they can't technically enter our plane and make us do anything or tell us anything, but through temptation and curiosity or inquisitivity allows us to make that decision ourselves, and we are responsible for that decision.
So
regardless,
elaborate on that. So I'm elaborating on that a little bit.
I'm saying like when you have those roles of being an influencer, I compare that to being on like it's a spiritual sense, because that's how, I mean, you could say demons and angels are with us, like the shoulders. Like nothing can make you do anything but yourself, but it can always still be in your ear. So it's still up to you. Like other people still are responsible. I'm basically understanding what you're saying. It's like I still can't control them. Like I understand my influence, but don't hang that on me.
You ever had like influence over a woman that you felt was unhealthy for her?
Say that again.
You ever had like influence over a woman that you felt was unhealthy for her?
You're gonna have to elaborate.
I mean, I have no, I guess, personal experience, but
Like taking all the responsibility so she can't do nothing for herself.
shit. I mean, yeah, her looking at you like 100-0.
100-0. All
Or
right.
just her like, I think when you like somebody, you like somebody. You can't help what you're influenced by when you like that person. Once you start liking that person, you are now open energy wise to receive their kind of influence, to like things they like, to want to do the things that they do, to be closer to them, to understand them, to get to know them a lot more. So when I say like influence over a woman, it can be your sex drive. It can be how much sex you're trying to have. It can be what you taking her to the clubs, or you got her out all night. Parents might want her home.
Yes, absolutely, man. I see what you're saying.
And that's
man.
devil advocate. I mean, it don't have to be that drastic for you to have influence over a girl. I mean, like shit, even referring back to the school, like you can be in school and she like you or that, and she doing your homework for you. Like that ain't necessarily like the easiest kind of shit like that. But what's an experience that you done went through to where you felt as if, damn, my influence, I might like her too, she might like me, but I ain't the dopest
I
nigga
see
to be
what you're
around right
saying.
now. Like,
For me,
in that way.
is being a person of service, like my hospitality, how hospitable I am with people, how if you need this, or like just compensating for comfortability.
Yeah.
And people get used to that, and you constantly giving it to them, and even if they go without it for X amount of time, it's like, oh, you're inconsistent. So it's just not always good to just the balance is off when you over hospitable, like not allowing people to just be in the state of how they survive in a way.
I ain't even come. I want you to shed light on like kind of what your trials and tribulations been with you and your lady. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but it's definitely been rough. Cause you could be the only one working, and that's a little disheartening. You feel me? So that may influence her in a negative way too. If you're the only one working and she feel like you're the only one who has to be working, that could influence her to be a little bit more lazy.
That shit crazy.
And
Real shit.
a little bit more content. And sometimes being content is not always good.
So would you like if you had it your way? Like how would you necessarily? I'm not gonna say go back in time and change things, but what would be words? How would you tell her that do you like to be the provider?
I mean, to an extent.
Yeah.
I don't want to provide everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't work for everything I got. So I feel like it's a mental thing. I feel like you got to work for that shit too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like coming up in a black family, you got to work for whatever you get in your life.
That part.
And yeah, I feel like that's how it should be around the board, but it's just not.
That was one thing I would say, like pretending in black family. I would say any unfortunate family or any
Any
family who ain't
Eminem, he had to work for everything he got. He was in a fucking trailer park. Like, you gotta work, bro.
facts.
Unless you don't have shit handed to you your whole life, and then you just don't expect to have to work. It's like a mental paradigm shift there, for sure.
Good luck to that person.
Yeah.
Good luck to that person.
I believe you have to create before you consume. And what I mean by that is like you have to acquire things from your own mind and creativity to maintain. So once you start consuming, your priorities become to maintain the world that you're building. The more you make and put out, the more you control in your space. And the more that you can control, the more that you could change your own world. And that's more so the space that I'm stepping in now. Is like the more habits you change, the things you take out, start from scratch, you're allowed to rewrite those things and acquire more hobbies, more networking, more people around, more community, the nourishment to keep your system going. It takes a lot of reflection, but when you're doing things from your true source and not just listening to other people's influence, it keeps yourself grounded and authentic in where you want to go. So when you go far, you're not looking back on who even was I when I started. Now you don't know where to go. And that's how those communities are capped off in a way.
When you say capped off, you mean like forgetting who you was, you become capped off, or like failing to realize how you used to live?
Exploring too much without keeping that rope connected to how it started. Like
Like a
losing your
lifeline.
map. Yeah,
Being
your
able to
entire
pull yourself
lifeline.
back to the roots.
Exactly. Like, and that's what that's what I'm getting to as far as people don't differentiate the persona from the personality. One is a mask and one is the self, the inner source.
Well, this is 2025. So let's see. If we gonna talk about the mask, let's talk about who been wearing the mask. Let's talk about. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna get into the healthy, the non-healthy about it, but I mean, me personally, I definitely seen conflicts. Like, I'm talking about. I just seen. No, let's talk about it. All right. This is like, I'm gonna call it off scale, but let's talk about beefs. I seen. This is some Libra and Sagittarius type of theme. So y'all know where I'm going with this. But I would say pretending to like the character of a Libra. And like they say Libras is like the golden retriever of like the zodiac signs. And like I think to a default or by default,
I don't know if I agree with that one.
you can say that's true or not. But I will also argue to say that's a mask.
So what is the symbolism of the golden retriever?
Yeah, who says that?
I would say it's a like Leos.
That was my first thought. But I want the definition of golden retriever first before.
Well, golden retriever friendly, like anybody can have a golden retriever. It's usually a more older Asian person usually kind of that has that kind of dog. But like they're fuzzy, they're good. You
The
can go,
default, like you
not
can't go
pretty much
wrong.
Default, can't go wrong with one.
Nah, for
they don't
sure.
have too many issues. They probably have like one abnormality when it comes to
What
their
sign
type
are
of
we talking
behavior.
about
They-
again?
Libras,
Libras?
yeah. Like
I wouldn't say that personally. I just
yeah.
it interested me
A golden retriever?
because when they
I'm
say
like a pit bull, and they 1 minute they could be cool, and 1 minute they'll take your whole hand off.
because they say like golden retrievers aren't smart, like they just so happy go lucky. That's how I look at golden retrievers.
they call it delusional.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about like I'm pretending to the mask thing. And when people talk about it as a mask, like I will argue say that's a mask. And pretending to like, I'm getting to my point, like the Libra and Sagittarius thing is like, I think these two signs don't avoid conflict when they see each other, when they talk to each other. But I think these two signs necessarily like, they go so good together. It's a dynamic that's very coachable, that's very, I'll say durable, not durable at all, but I would say pretty much it's a good dynamic. Lighthearted, quick, full of flames, you want to call it that. But in an aspect of like, that's why like we kind of wear a mask to one another, because like it's necessarily not the easiest to do, but we do it because it's able to work.
How I look at persona, I never looked at it as like a bad thing or fake or anything like that, because it's needed, because it's our characters. It's literally persona is the translator. That's how I look at it. Like it's to know what's going on here and to be able to communicate it to someone else. Like this is kind of what I stand for, but people don't turn that off. They're writing their egos in stone to where they're constantly in the mirror. I'm like, they never humble themselves in the morning or at night or before they eat. Like the small habits of humbling yourself allows for that balance. And not having that is where people pick up hobbies because the world thinks that's what you should be doing, so I can get this, not because I genuinely like working out or I genuinely like drawing or reading books. Some people do that strictly for personality. Some people even change their hair. It's so many people with locks simply because that's what where the world is trending right now.
Do you think it's easier to do something for personality or for actual agenda or for actual characteristics? Which one is like?
Persona is like being stuck in performance mode, if I can answer it like that. It's performance mode. It's constantly, I want you to see me like this. I want you to see me doing this. And that was my whole thing about when people get on social media. Nobody wants to get on social media and talk about what's real, because the reality isn't happy. The world isn't happy most of the time, and people don't want to portray that on social media.
So would you say like in all instances where you're putting on a persona, it's a bad thing? You know
Not
what I mean?
always, but if you're not taking those times to like, I would say, do things that make you uncomfortably honest. Like knowing you have to communicate with somebody about something like, oh, I don't want to tell them, but it's more comfortable instead of acting like you got something handled, actually maybe ask for help sometimes, or, you know, just be transparent in those things.
And what I'm like referring to is like when you go to work and you go home, like you're not the same person when you go to work, are you?
Not at all.
And when you come home?
I do consider myself, I mean, obviously, then we was just talking about code switching not too long ago back. But that's what I mean. It's needed. It's how you get by, I would say.
So the cancer happens when you go to social media with it, or is it?
No, I think it really happens when you just like you turn your persona into yourself. You feel me? And
Exactly.
Then it's becoming
You think,
toxic.
It's the
Mr.
mix,
Beast
like
is a persona.
absolutely.
100%.
He
Him getting on there,
his entire
trying to market water.
yeah.
That's him.
His entire IP is
You don't think that's him?
I think he genuinely probably wants to do those
Yeah.
things, but the fact that we don't get to see a persona is a clip of a person. So the fact that I don't get to see Mr. Beast, I never heard bro cuss. I never heard bro like speak out of term or speak out of that. I mean, whether it's PR training or whether it's Mr. Beast,
he
but
really just start getting on interviews,
What if he
actually
doesn't?
talking about stuff. So we're just kind of feels like we're just now hearing him speak in certain ways.
So are you saying as in like, what's his real name? What's Mr. Beast's real name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah. So you saying
Jimmy's definitely not a good guy.
Jimmy is not Mr. Beast when he's off camera?
Nah, bro.
You don't think so?
No.
No.
I mean, I'm not about to sit here and say he's out here kicking on
I
ladies.
think-
over.
Yeah, I don't think.
And that's why I say it's a translator, because I think he genuinely likes philanthropy. He likes to help people. I think he genuinely wants to just see cool stuff blow up or get destroyed, and people just that risk and the drama. I think he likes those things, but how he translates it with his content is that persona. Like, this is how we're doing it. All this is cool. All this, these big events, these big sets. Like, that's how he's translating what he's envisioning in his mind,
He's
and
playing
he's creating
golden
his own
retriever.
world, literally.
Yeah.
And he has a system. His system has been running for a long time. Like, he's a great rhythm.
What was his most recent podcast they got on? Did he get on?
I haven't even watched
I
it.
did just see he was on a podcast or a platform or something like that. But I do notice that like those kinds of people also like aren't necessarily the most socialist or just like diverse kind of people. I think like actually, I think he executes what he actually cares about very easily because that's literally all he cares about. Sometimes, like I think that's really what he gives it to.
Purpose driven.
Yeah, very so in that aspect. I mean, nobody want to look at his dark days. Nobody needs to know that. But in the contrast of persona and dark days,
People don't want to feel that all the time.
Yeah, nobody want to.
Oh, I'm going through this right now, and people's like, well, I'm going through stuff like, and it becomes that like you force people to feel like, well, you're not the only one, and then now it's like you're not worth listening to. Now people have this image of you, of your character, that you just they just misunderstood you in a way, or just wasn't ready to hear you at that moment.
Definitely. I think people definitely want to escape from reality and not hear about another person's problems all day or that.
So is there a
Exactly.
solution to this problem?
Again, doing things that are uncomfortably honest and allowing yourself to disappoint people.
For sure.
Sometimes you have to allow disappointment in yourself. Like that disappointment is gonna allow people to like, I'm not Superman. I can't save everybody, or just whatever stipulation someone has on you, like thinking like, yeah, he's this kind of guy all the time. And it's like, we're all not this person all the time.
I got a good ass question.
So you would rather? Oh, okay.
What you about to say? Go ahead.
So I'm saying you would rather wear your pain and wear everything you got going on your shoulders, constantly let that shit tear you down. I don't know if it's really a persona, just not like or like not living in reality, because you can still be aware of the shit you're going through and not let that stuff be the first thing that's going on your frontal lobe, that drive you. I mean, it could drive you every day, but not tear you down in a way where it's like you're perceiving to be like you don't go through everything or you don't go through anything. Because I feel like, I mean, the fact that you can smile through the darkest days or through the bumps in the road and all that type of stuff, I feel like that makes you even stronger. As long as you're not smiling in a way where you're not having a plan or you're not knowing where you're going with everything types of, because some people get stuck and then they're smiling and they're in a stuck phase, and then that turns into like insanity. You're driving yourself crazy now because you don't know where you're doing or how to open the door or how to go over this bump, so you're just stuck there. So now you're faking like you're not stuck in front of everybody else, and it's like that'll mix your energies up, that'll make somebody drive crazy. So I don't know, I feel like some like
it's not a bad thing. It's always needed for sure. Those are just a few ways that are like, if you want to step in that space, because it wouldn't be there if we didn't need it. Like, I don't think anyone could just be them shadow selves. Like, for me personally, like, if you ask, oh, who is Chris? What kind of person is he? And then everyone that knows me, they give their 2 cents on who they think I am. And it's like, oh, he's a cool person. He doesn't really burn too many bridges. He's very hospitable, respectful. Any of the things you want to say about me. And it's like, I'm still other things, like my shadow self. And I'm also not this perfect person. Sometimes I can be a greedy or stingy person, but I still like to share. That doesn't mean I don't.
But the greedy and stingy person is not your core self. When you explain, somebody asks you what type of person somebody is, you usually identify things of their core self, stuff that they constantly show, something that's consistent in that they're being, consistent things that they're doing as a person type stuff. So the things that you said first time, those are your core self. I'm not going to talk anything negative about a person, especially when somebody asks me what type of person. I'm not like, oh, he's stingy, he's selfish, you feel me, these type of things, because you don't want, because out of
that's
love,
the persona part. Yeah, that's
like, I don't want to sell you as a person that's those type of things, because those ain't your core values, those ain't your core self. Like,
oh, he likes to look out for people, or he does this, but sometimes he forgets to do this. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you can't be this perfect image all the time.
Yeah, I mean, people are people at some point. I don't know. I think you would be just like delusional if you just look at somebody as a perfect image to follow type stuff. You feel me? Because no matter where you at in life or what type of, how much money you got, like you're going through something. You feel me? Like there's something uneven in your life that you're like yearning for. You feel me? So it's like nobody's life is perfect. So if you thinking that you looking at a person or asking a person about somebody and you hoping to think that they're just like the best person in the world, every quality great, and they don't go through nothing, like that's just delusional.
And that's my problem with social media. Like, a lot of people, oh, I've been doing this for so long, nobody helped me, I'm so bulletproof. And it's like motion. Those type of people, it's just like
it's not even that in real life.
There are some people that want to hear the real you, or the person that you are at night, or when you get out the shower, that like, or is going through something that we might be going through the same thing. And some people need to hear that. Everybody can't just, oh yeah, I want to be like, and just be inspired all the time. That's what I mean.
That's why I feel like social media was actually just put together so people can be somebody else. You feel me? Not saying that's a good or a bad thing. Cause I feel like in some instances, you know, some people's life might be like so bad, like to be somebody else for like a couple hours might actually like do them some good, you know, types of, and depending on how they're spending them hours in a toxic way and being somebody else, or they're being in a positive way, then that'll reflect if them being that type of person is good or bad.
Yeah,
but
it's like a kid who has a bad home life and he goes to school and he bully other kids type shit.
Yeah, type like that.
You get to go be the person in control now.
You feel me?
Type shit. I'm feeling that.
Shit.
Yeah.
No cap.
Shit crazy. We segueing.
You said what?
Did we segueing?
What was your question before?
Oh yeah, I was gonna go down Chris's drain for sure. As far as like action, like, do y'all think like the Joker has a persona? Like, does he have something to where he go off and he
see?
wipe off
This is why you have to watch the movie. This is exactly because the whole time it's like he's going to trial. Spoilers for sure, but I mean, still watch it. Still watch it.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, as far as like plot, they're getting these court dates. He's going to court, and the whole defense is that Joker is someone else. It's a split personality, and that he's schizophrenic and all this type of crazy. And he's sitting through these courtrooms, and you know he doesn't really pay attention. He don't want to be here, and y'all talking about his mom who's not alive, and all the trauma. Y'all keep bringing it back up, and he has to hear this stuff while he's trying to focus on other stuff. You got Harley Quinn in the stands. He's looking back, and as he's hearing it, he starts to escape into these fantasies that he has. That's where a lot of the songs, why people say it's a musical, but eventually it's like, I'm gonna give you guys what you want.
So you don't think Joker's a persona?
I want see.
I'm telling you,
I want y'all to watch the movie before we.
I've seen the movie. I watched the movie.
Okay, so
I've seen the
cool.
movie. You feel me? So the parts that you're referring to, I've seen those parts, and you feel me, and the ups and downs that throughout the whole movie that he went through. But like, I don't know if it's. I believe. So you don't think the person? You think that's his cool self? The person he was when he turned into this killer, this da 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 da. You feel me?
I see what
like it's
you're
a persona to who he was.
I truly believe Arthur Fleck is still Arthur Fleck, this fragile, more like hurt person. I'm gonna just put it like that. The Joker is like, this is what we ought to be talking about. This is the truth, and I'm not gonna just keep being the person that's getting beat up and be the butt of jokes, and I'm not just this clown that y'all trying to make me to be. So I'm gonna do what I want and give y'all exactly what y'all want. Y'all want me on your show and do this stand up because y'all didn't want me until I decided to step out in the world and do things myself, take control anyway. And once he started giving them that, every time he gets on these interviews, they ask these questions and he starts to, like he starts to change a little bit. So I don't think they're separate, no, but I do think there's always, no, I said that wrong. I do think they're separate in the beginning, early Joker, like him becoming him. I do think they're separate, but it's always
becoming
that.
him. That's what makes it a persona because he's transitioning into somebody that he normally wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, I think the key word that you said, grabbing hold of the world type stuff. I think you said that. I think that's one thing because you say he was a soft, fragile person, and now he's the Joker is a person that's grabbing hold of the things that he wants type stuff. He's just stepping up for the things that and voicing the things that he believes in or whatever. I think that's the persona of the soft guy, and then now Joker is like the hard guy who doesn't have a problem handling business type stuff. So I think it may be a little persona going on, maybe like
it's worth watching for sure.
The soft personality he was displaying at the beginning was definitely the persona, in my opinion.
And that's what it starts to make you think. Like he's really not this. Oh, I'm gonna just let you do anything to me and just lay there type of. He's really not that type of guy because he'll show you like what I could do to you and how I can make you think and show you the reality of what's going on around here.
Well, then that case, he just crazy then.
I mean,
so the stuff that they probably say he probably did really have.
I mean, definitely, I do believe he's crazy, but like he's been through so much. Like, I mean, what do you think happens? Yeah. But to answer your question, no, I don't think he's political, but his standpoint is very political, because the people that follow him are so religious and righteously will do whatever to see him free or to see him do whatever, because he's exploiting and taking advantage of the moral contradictions in these legal systems that people are calling justice. The people in control are calling justice, and he's taking advantage of that chaos and showing the truth. So to the people that are running for these positions and still want to keep that power, it's detrimental to what they have going on. Because there's so many people behind him and he's just being him.
I would definitely say he's definitely very political for sure. But I also would say like pretending to even like DC universe in general, like Gotham City or just Gotham City period, is it reminds you of this families. Like every big name got some smaller henchmen that work for him. It's political in basis of making sure like we're gonna do this business and who guys are gonna protect to make sure this job goes through correctly. Who you gonna hire, basically. So I think it's always very political, and can't escape politics when it comes to hands in the pot. Multiple people doing business together, multiple people trying to scheme and get away with something. So I would say he's definitely very political. He's probably the best at it. Machiavelli, he's way worse than Machiavelli, but yeah, he's just definitely like he's not willing to go there. But he also doesn't play like he has his own riddles and schemes to it. A lot of politicians they can't scheme and riddle because they also are somebody else's politic. They're also somebody else's chess piece. Joker's not nobody else's chess piece. He's his own thing. He don't hire people. He hired other guys
to do like the destructive work. But
he not even hire him. He just scare him.
I think it's just do this. You better off doing this.
Yeah, like that bus scene and where we didn't know when we was gonna actually the real Joker. God kept killing the guy, guy kept killing the guy, and like you never know when the Joker is there because everybody's opposing to be a Joker. Everybody's trying to follow that kind of lifestyle. So, and then even when he told him, like you just, it's psychology. Like I don't think a guy like this has to read at all because he's so insane or so beyond gone to where his subconscious, his
He
mental
thinks
mind,
things and he acts on them.
Yeah,
He normalized chaos.
normalize chaos.
That's his honesty though. Like chaos is the honesty in building your own world. Allowing yourself to be comfortable at times, seeing what you made of when you doing those things, communicating with people, things not going your way, being out of control. So controlling your space in spaces that you can't control allows you to influence and maybe grasp people that you didn't know would even be affected by your energy that you bring around.
That's what I was mentioning earlier when you asked me, like, how did I want to lead the rest of this 2025 out? It was like trying to control balance. You're putting yourself out of balance. You're trying to control what's around you. You're putting yourself constantly out of balance. You're fighting, like, and just being in balance. Or like, and that's why I like big on the team aspect and big on being in groups and big on having family. It's like necessarily trying to do this, delegate work or trying to like live up to a persona or a position, like you're putting yourself constantly out of balance. And the people that's actually following you, the influence that you actually have it diminishes over time because people begin to like fall out of love with their kind of relationship with you because now that I see that like this is like damn near a job or this is damn near a delegation every time I see you and you supposed to be my brother or you supposed to be my friend or this and that. It's like I'm fighting against the balance and like being out of balance, I put myself in the balance of the people around me instead of trying to be in my own
I was gonna tell you
balance.
earlier. I didn't know. I was just thinking about this. I came back from my walk. I'm like, and I'm just like, you do like your decisions and your problem solving is naturally uncomfortable for other people. Like just naturally, not in a way of like discouraging, like I can't do something, but it's like you'll put forth like this how we gonna do this or this how we like the play, and it's like you just up to the play. You seeing what you made of for real, like naturally uncomfortable, and it's been like that for a while, but you get to see like it's not so bad over here or it's not so bad high in the sky for real, like.
That's definitely, and I be asking myself, is that a persona though? Like, and that's why I be trying to get in my own play of it, like trying to not. That's why I would go into like the 14-year euphoria, like you saying that it's naturally comfortable for you, for put everybody else to get to the play. Let's do this. How we gonna knock it out? And like understanding that and knowing that it's already uncomfortable for me to have to even say these words to people that it's gonna be already uncomfortable
And that's why I'm like, you just can only imagine.
Yeah.
If this is how you feeling, imagine what the source is feeling and those type of things.
True is real. Like, and that's definitely what I'd be like. How long can you keep that up? How long do you want to? And then when do you want to get back to your
And some
euphoria?
things you shouldn't keep up. Some people have to be disappointed in the decisions that you stop making.
But I feel like in one of those
That's
instances, I see what that's tough. That's tough right there. That's tough. Because I don't know. Because I feel like I don't think it's a persona. Because I feel like it's just one of them things that you just do, that you just trying to work on yourself type stuff, you feel me? Like getting up and just doing things type stuff, you feel me? Keeping people on page or just being that person that just, you feel me, just set everybody up. Like I think in every group or every family or whatever, it's gotta be that person that's voicing things for change, you feel me? If nobody's voicing change, there's no change gonna be happening type stuff, you feel me? So soon as you wanna just let down being that person, because you never know how long it might take. Change is one of them things, like it just don't take it when you say it. So you constantly saying it, is building consistently, not just for yourself, but the people that you're saying it to, you feel me? Like some point they're gonna catch on, someone gonna catch on, and things are gonna start to change, they're gonna start to see what you're saying type stuff, you feel me, like that. But I don't think it's just you putting on a charade or anything like that. Like I think it's just when your core self. I think the things that one of our core things, something that you believe in, that you want to see happen. I feel like you gotta just like talk that stuff into existence. Like, it's just not gonna happen just because you just sitting back and just like
Open for it.
Yeah.
I think persona still just has a negative connotation.
What do you mean?
Like just how we're talking about it now just feels like
Pretender.
still like excusing, like, we're on the fence about what persona just is in a way. Like, we're still softening the blow because we all have personas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with
just
it.
a tool for real.
Exactly, that's all it
real.
is. And I think the
And it
redefinition of that
yeah.
is just important. That's all. But like,
I don't think we excluded it. I mean, because
No, it's not.
Because I think it's like you said. I think it's good personas and bad personas types of. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like who?
It's how you use it.
Why are you becoming this person? Types of. Like when I go to work, I'm in a I would say a professional type of setting types of. So I have to present myself in a way where I'm being very, very respectful, very for me straightforward, very like I can work as a team with people. Types of, I can't go in there and be like,
Gotta assume
how
the
comfortable
role.
I am with my brother. Say something I would say to my brother. I wouldn't go say to my boss or
Yeah.
his boss type stuff. You feel me? Like it's not really a persona, but it's still parts of myself that I still have and abilities of that I'm just tapping into, that I'm just putting forth instead of just being this comfortable person I am around the people that I'm normally comfortable around type stuff. You feel me? Like
it's like even, and I think we need to keep that when it comes to working amongst ourselves. Like, say we got a business and I got a specific role. Like, say I'm just supposed to clean stuff up. I'm not a mop, but that don't mean I have to assume the role of being a person that is just focused on this specific area of space that we're all building.
but you said everybody got a job.
Yeah, everybody has a job. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with being this cleaning person. Like, that's probably all I talk about in a way. Like, this is for instance of being the cleaner. But like, that doesn't mean when we leave here, we got to talk about any work that, I just had to clean this. Like,
Oh, okay.
you know, I'm not
Respect your
always
role,
talking
know your
about
role.
cleaning. You know, I'm not just this cleaning
just a persona
freak
all
that,
day.
that's all I care about. But my persona is like, I'm assuming that role and just taking on those characteristics because of the space that I'm occupying.
That's your
And
job, though.
It's just-
when
it's just a
persona
tool.
Be still doing your job. That's a persona doing your job. Like when you, I mean,
I think to
see-
be able to do your job at any level,
I'm
it
just
has to
saying
be
in
a
a
part of you.
professional sense, it can be just any sense where it's a tool. Simple. That's kind of how I put it. You don't want to leave the house without it.
Right, definitely. I mean,
Yeah, you never
sometimes be able to just have different characters. 'Cause I mean, in this world is just changing. So
Because
many
the people that leave
people.
the house without the mask, they look like crash outs. They look crazy because they don't
Bonnet
fake
on.
anything. Like, they're just no filter, completely authentic. And it's like that person, like, they don't have no morals, or however that person is. That's who they're showing.
No, you
that
can come
life,
out
too.
raw, but when you come out raw like that, I feel like you better be like be able to be raw, but in a respectful manner.
Yeah.
Because then if you're being raw, your true self, and you're being disrespectful, or you're being a hard person to be around, then that itself is an issue. Type stuff. You feel me? Type stuff. So it's like you don't want to be hard not to be around, but you want to be able to be intelligent. If you coming out raw, be knowing what you saying, be able to back it up. Type stuff. You feel me? In a respectful way. Type stuff. You feel me? So it's not coming off all. You just being extra type stuff, you feel me, or just you feel me, like all extra masculine type stuff, you feel me, like that. Like sometimes you put a little half. I guess as you saying a mask type, don't leave your house with the mask. Just being able to switch on, just put on different clothing in different settings type stuff, you feel me. Especially in the world that we live in, everything's changing and all that type stuff, you feel me. But don't get sucked up into that delusion type stuff, you feel me. Like some people like, let's say like. Street people, like they automatically this black kids, they just automatically want to be, you feel me, like they see killers, drug dealers, type stuff, you feel me, so they want to get locked in on that persona, you feel me. If you get locked in on that persona, then it becomes a toxic thing type stuff, and it's bad and all that. But
We can take a break.
That's fair.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
That's fair. A nice little
Yeah,
intermission.
nice little walk up.